Hey, I'm Joe with RevZilla, and today we're taking a look at the Nelson Rigg Hurricane tank bags available at RevZilla.com. So Nelson Rigg's been producing a wide range of motorcycle accessories, covers, and luggage since 1972. So they definitely have a lot of years of experience building motorcycle luggage for different types of riders. So what we have here are a couple tank bags that are fully waterproof, aimed at the dual sport and enduro crowd and the ADV crowd. Now, nothing's really stopping you from using these bags on different types of motorcycles, but don't forget, Nelson Rigg does offer a full range of luggage for cruisers, touring bikes, sport bikes, all sorts of different bikes out there. So be sure to check out Nelson Rigg's full lineup on our website. So these two bags come in at $80 and $140. And don't forget, RevZilla does offer that price match policy. So if you do find them for less elsewhere, we're happy to get you the best price possible. So while these bags are obviously different in size, their features are very, very similar. So this guy on my right comes in at 2.6 liters, and then over here on my left is 11 liters. So other than the size and pricing and a couple other little details, they're very, very similar. So I'm gonna move through the larger one here to give you a good idea of all the different details about the bag. One thing to note, the only other difference really I could see between these two bags is the side pocket. So the larger ADV one has side pocket, one on either side, where the smaller one just doesn't really have the real estate for that. Really, that's the only other difference. So as you can see, this material here is a PVC tarpaulin material, commonly found on a lot of dry bags nowadays in the adventure bike world. So this is fully waterproof, no need for a rain fly or any kind of additional coverage. No water is going to pass through this material. Now, also, I don't have anything in these bags and they're holding their shape nicely. So just be mindful of that. If you are an adventure bike rider and you do stand a lot and ride technical terrain, these bags don't really flex and give too much. So that could be a pro or a con depending on what kind of riding you do on your adventure or dual sport and enduro bike. Obviously, the smaller one really isn't going to take up that much room, but the ADV bike one, just be mindful of that once you go out riding in that technical terrain. So let's move through some of the details about the bag here. As I mentioned, we have waterproof side pockets on either side that does have drain holes. So just be mindful of that. I might not trust electronic devices in these side pockets because of those drain holes there, but it does have waterproof and dustproof zipper here with a zipper garage, allowing you access to the side pocket. Now, just be mindful that since the bag is rigid to a degree, and the pocket really doesn't expand, the material doesn't expand, it is a little bit tricky to get anything of any kind of large size over here. But maybe a multi-tool, spare credit card, things like that will fit easily in those side pockets. Around the top, you can see this piping around the lid of the bag is reflective, and also the grab handle, anywhere you see a light color on the nylon webbing is going to be reflective material. So it does add some reflectivity to the bag to help the visibility at night. As I mentioned, nice rubberized grab handle, so when you do have the bag off the bike, it's easy to carry. And we'll show you the other side here. Second verse, same as the first, pockets on either side. And you can see here the mounting straps for the front are facing the front of the bike and have some protective panels there to protect your paint. We'll get into installation later on, but that's what these little rubberized pads are for, to protect your paint from the buckles. And then around the back, you can see that these are designed to go down the back side of the gas tank on either side of the motorcycle. Now, when we look at the top of the bag, big map window here that's touchscreen compatible. So it's really nice to be able to throw your GPS or your smartphone up in here, or even a small tablet, and be able to control it and manipulate it through the waterproof cover. No, I've definitely been able to utilize that on some of my wet ADV rides. Another thing to consider that I thought was a really neat addition that Nelson Rigg offered to their Hurricane lineup versus some other waterproof bags out there is that, so of course there is a waterproof and dustproof zipper that goes around the perimeter, but they have this neoprene cover that goes over it. And what that does is not only keep some more water out of the zipper, obviously, but it keeps the dust and mud and everything out. I've had some bags that got really dusty on some long off-road rides, and then the zippers jam just because there's so much dust and dirt in the zipper. So I thought that was a really nice add from Nelson Rigg there. The zipper pulls are lockable, so if you do have a luggage padlock, you'll be able to keep people from digging through the bag when you walk away from the bike. And these zipper pulls here are easy to open with a gloved hand. So as we open the top, you'll be able to see the interior pocket that allows you access to the map pocket. It's really easy to use. So you just pop that open, so no tricks to get any of your devices in there. There's a nice big opening up at the top that Velcros shut, and then a mesh pocket here for those quick and easy access items up in the lid. And then down inside the bag, Another thoughtful addition is Nelson Rigg used these cargo straps. So they know that these bags will be ridden on bikes that are off-road. It's going to be a rough ride, so you don't want the contents banging around. So there's some nice adjustable cargo straps to keep everything nice and secure, and also a removable and adjustable divider. So there's a padded divider in here, so you'll be able to keep your things separate, keep some of your more delicate items in a different compartment here inside the bag. I do kind of wish that there was a lighter color in here to make it a little bit easier to see what you're looking for once you get inside, but I do feel like these additional parts that they offer here is definitely a nice consideration for sure. So overall, when it comes to installation, we talked about those buckles earlier. Nice and easy to attach the nylon web buckles to the motorcycle. They're just those loop straps that most folks are used to seeing at this point. So I have the rear straps here. So you'll loop this around the frame of the motorcycle, pass it through itself, so it's nice and rigidly secured to the frame of the bike, and then these buckles will just pop right into the rear of the bag. Same at the front. But what's cool about this is this really gives you the ability to quickly access your fuel filler. So when you get up to the gas pump, you could just pop these two open, flip the bag up, and then you can get to your fuel filler there. And you can see some nice rubberized material to protect the paint on your bike. Just be sure if you are really worried about the paint on your ADV bike that it's nice and clean. Obviously, dirt and dust and sand and stuff can get between that and your finish. So just be mindful of that. I know my Tiger looks kind of beat up after riding over so many years off-road, so it's the first few scratches that are kind of hard to get out of the way, but once you get to that point, then you don't really care that much. Overall, I do feel that Nelson Rigg did a great job offering some fully waterproof options for us off-road riders, whether you're on an enduro or dual sport bike or an ADV bike. Now, if you'd like to see what other riders have to say about them, click the info button on your desktop or mobile device. And as always, if you have any questions about these or anything else you see on our website, give our Gear Geeks a shout at 877-792-9455 or shoot an email to cs@revzilla.com. Thanks for watching our video today about Nelson Rigg's Hurricane tank bags. I'm Joe, and I'll see you next time.